You can make these cookies. You can. They're absolutely amazing. As I am pulling out all the stops today, we are making an outrageous chocolate chip cookie. Absolutely, hands down, the best chocolate chip cookie you will ever eat. We have preheated our oven to 350 degrees, and I've got out the big KitchenAid today, so let's get started. We are expecting snow tomorrow here in North Carolina. Now, I don't know if we're going to get any, but we're going to get some cold weather either way. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. And I think, well, we're going to have something sweet around this house. So we are making these the best chocolate chip cookies you'll ever eat. Okay, guys, we are going to heat up 4 sticks of butter. We're going to melt it. 4 sticks of butter. I told you, these are outrageous chocolate chip cookies. They're outrageously good. If that's a pronunciation, they're outrageously good. 4 sticks of melted butter. I'm just going to do it in 1-minute increments. All right, we're going to go ahead and put in 4 large eggs. And we need 2 cups of sugar. Put it right in. We need 1½ cups of packed brown sugar. So 1, and we're just going to pack in 1/2. Get it right in. Let's check on our butter. I don't think it needs to be microwaved anymore. We're going to go ahead and just pour it right in. So we need 2 cups of peanut butter. There's 1. We're going to add the other cup of peanut butter. Okay, guys, let's start our little churning. Kind of just scrape the bowl down. Somebody asked me why I never use my mixer, so today we are using the mixer. And I said we're going to save. This cookie recipe is mind-blowing. So we're using the big gun. All right. Okay, so now we're going to need a teaspoon of vanilla. That smells great. All right, so now we're going to use 2 cups of oatmeal. And I'm using quick oats. Okay, and I'm going to use my 2-cup measure. Just put it right in. Now we're going to need 4 cups of all-purpose flour. There's 2. There's 4. And if we need a little more, we'll get a little more. Okay, now we're going to need 4 teaspoons of baking soda. 4 teaspoons. Okay, we're just going to give it a big stir and kind of combine it with our oats and flour. We're going to put a little bit in by the spoonful. Let it get good and incorporated. Perfect. This time I didn't overfill the mixer because I have done that before. Scared myself to death. Go back and look at, I think it's my last chocolate chip video where it was just, oh, it was everywhere. But it was so good. They were so good. Okay, guys, we're going to roast up about 1 cup of pecans. Before we chop them, we're just going to roast them up in the oven for about 5 or 10 minutes. Not very long at all. This is not really a chocolate chip. This is more like a chocolate chunk. We're going to put in the German chocolate, this German sweet chocolate, and we're going to put in white chocolate for our chips. But there's really chunks. I am out of chocolate chips. And these are good. And I kind of want to kind of like change it up a little bit. And we always use what we have. And in case it snows, I'm going to be stuck in my house with some chocolate chip cookies or chocolate chunk cookies. Some white chocolate and some German chocolate. Okay, we're just going to start chopping it up a little bit. We don't want it in little pieces. We just want it in chunks. Wow. We're just going to throw it in. And if you don't have anything, I don't even think you have to put anything in it. I believe these would be good just by itself. These things, woo, they look good. Okay, it's gonna fall out no matter what I do. Don't mean it ain't gonna be good. It's just the way it is. How many's ever had that happen? It's just the way it is, guys. Just the way it is. Okay, guys, we're gonna get those pecans out of the oven. We're gonna let them cool for just a minute. Let's get started on these pecans. Giving them a good rough chop. Okay, let's get these pecans in our pan. And we're going to fold these in, if I can do it. And we're just going to kind of fold these in. We don't want nuts flying everywhere in this kitchen today. Yeah, when you cook, nothing is perfection. What we see on TV with TV chefs and all that, that's not really what goes on in the kitchen. Just a minute ago, a big old glass bowl broke over here on my floor. I put my hand on the bottom. I had one glove on one hand and thinking I had the glove on the other and burnt my hand. That's really, your food can fly everywhere. Sometimes my cabinets are so bad from where I have spun that mixer everywhere. That's the real thing that goes on in the kitchen. Sometimes you're going to make a big batch of cookies and it's going to fall all out of the mixer. It's just the way it is in a real kitchen. And when you come in my kitchen to cook with me, you're really coming in this kitchen to cook with me. We are going to use my well-loved cookie sheets. And I did double them. The reason I double is because I like the bottom of my cookies to be light, not dark. And I do have a new oven, And it's a convection oven, and I didn't know that when I bought it. I went and bought this stove for this house. Didn't read anything about it. I just liked the color. Now see, that's the reality of what goes on in a real Southern woman's mind. And it gets in the house, and I go to turn it on, and I almost burned the house down because I didn't realize I had to take the coating off the racks. That was number one. And I didn't realize it was a convection oven. So we're learning every day. No matter how old we are, we learn all sorts of things new. Okay, we're going to use an ice cream scoop to make these cookies. And I'm using a big cookie scoop. Many of you have seen that I like big cookies. I don't like to eat 2 or 3. I just want one great big one, then I don't feel so guilty. And you can freeze this cookie dough. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to freeze a portion of this cookie dough. So when my grandkids come over, we can get some of the cookie dough out and bake homemade cookies. Or if you're having company in a couple weeks, or, you know, and you want to make a batch of homemade cookies for dessert, that is a great idea. Your house will smell great, and your friends will be very, very impressed. Or if you just want to get you out and make you one. Because we luxury up our life a little bit, guys. We can luxury up our life. We can luxury up our food at home. No matter how expensive it is or how inexpensive it is or what we can afford, we can lux it up just a little bit. We really can. We don't have to settle in our own homes for just anything. No matter what our budget is, we can lux up our life just a little bit. Okay, we're going to put these in a 350-degree oven. I'm going to put them in for 15 because this is a new oven, but and check on them. So we're going to put them in 15 minutes, 350 degrees. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put some of this cookie dough. Go ahead and put it in my container. And I try to, when I freeze cookie dough, I try to always keep it in the same container. And a lot of times it's this one. So I'm also going to take some of our cookie dough and I'm going to freeze some in the little balls. I kind of wanted to give you an idea of what you can do with cookie dough. And then I can make me an individual one. So now I've got one for parties and grandkids. Okay, we're just gonna stick these in the freezer, and there'll be little balls, and then we can throw them in a baggie. And when I want to treat myself with maybe some hot tea or hot coffee, I can make me my own chocolate chip cookie. That's a cookie. That's an outrageous, absolutely the best chocolate chunk cookie you'll ever eat. Look at the white chocolate. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Okay, guys, look at the bottom. Ooh, look at all that chocolate on the bottom. These are light on the bottom. I don't like a dark cookie. These bake for 15 minutes. And they're still very hot, but we're going to try it. Oh my gosh. You have to treat yourself. You have to treat yourself. You have to treat yourself. I had to get the bottom of that cookie, okay? You can make these cookies. You can. They're absolutely amazing. Amazing. And we're gonna put them right here and let them really get good and cool. And guess what I'm gonna do with these cookies? I got new neighbors next door. They're getting cookies. I hope they like them. They got 2 little kids. So we're gonna let them cool, and then we're gonna bag them up, and I'm gonna make them and take them over to my new neighbors. My husband came in and he grabbed him one. I told him I was gonna take some to the new neighbors. He said, that is a great idea. He said, but please leave me a couple. So we're gonna take 4, there's 4 over there, and these are really big cookies. So I'm gonna take them 4 cookies. My cookies are so big, these, they might. Okay, they work. You guys always, you'd love to be my neighbor, and it made me think, what kind of neighbor am I? If I can get another cookie. Let's see if we can get another cookie in here. That one might go. Yay! I'm surprised these are the cake pop bags. You know, you put a cake pop in and wrap it up. So this one might work. Ooh, we got it. Aren't they cute? I'm gonna go over there and give them to them. Okay guys, I met my new neighbors. They are so nice. They are really, really nice. They are so young. They got little babies. How sweet. So anyway, you guys go. You are the sweetest audience on YouTube, and I wish you were all my neighbors. I really and truly do. You are the kindest, lovingest group. Oh, I'm so blessed to have you in my life to encourage me. You are YouTube. Don't ever forget that. You are YouTube, not all of us. What are we called? Influencers. Whatever we are, you are YouTube. You are YouTube. You guys go. Thank you so much for watching, for commenting, for coming and hanging out with me in my kitchen. You're going to love these cookies. Oh my gosh, you have to make them. They're outrageously delicious. You guys go. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.